Yes, everyone, what's going on? My name is Stephen Howson. This is Full Time Devils, and this is today's transfer review, where we check out what's going on in and around the world of transfers with Manchester United. And yesterday, it seemed that we finally got some breakthrough with Wan Bissaka. The deal confirmed, or at least agreed, between the two clubs. The players' contract details were seemingly agreed a long time ago. He arrived in Manchester yesterday, or Salford, if you want to get technical, because the Lowry is on the other side of the river, and he will be having his medical at Manchester United today. I would expect an announcement at some point this afternoon once he's completed his medical, hopefully successfully, and we get that guy over the line. Now, the rest of the ones that we're going to be talking about today, because there's literally a few days left before the first day of pre-season, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted his entire team ready for pre-season. I think we're a long way from that, and I think that we have to prioritise the centre-half as the very next one, and then you can make a case for, I don't know, every single other position on the pitch that we need to bring in. But we have been linked with a few. The MEN are quoting France Football, and they're reckoning that we want to go with Ben Yedder now at 28. He doesn't necessarily fit the buy them young and build them philosophy, which is what we're supposedly trying to do. And there is a little bit of breaking news from Simon Stone, which I'll come to in a second, with someone who definitely does fit that profile. Now, Ben Yedder scores a lot of goals, gets a lot of assists, brilliant link-up play, a bit on the small side, if anything, in terms of height. Does he fit in that philosophy of what United are trying to do? It definitely looks like Lukaku at least wants out. Whether he manages to get out or not, we'll find out in due course. But it doesn't quite fit the rest of what we're signing. Now, I do think we need experience, and I think that the only way we're going to get the experience we need is probably to buy it in. So I'm not necessarily against the Ben Yedder, but it doesn't fit that football philosophy that we've been supposedly told that we're going to be looking at. So, I mean, let me know in the comments, Ben Yedder, is that someone that you'd like to see come through at United? Now, Ligt, a lot like Wan Bissaka, who was pictured wearing a Manchester United kit, which has got everyone going mental, says that Ronaldo was his hero. Well, actually, that links him to both clubs, technically, doesn't it? Sky Italy last night going with that he's agreed terms now to go there, and it's just can Juve agree a fee with Ajax? I wouldn't have thought that's a massive issue for Juventus, the way they've been splashing the cash at the moment. So I reckon that we're probably going to be losing out on De Ligt. It would make so much more sense for him to go to Juve, but as Ornstein said the other day, Manchester United is the only one that's got a serious offer on the table for him right now. So I guess there's a little bit to it, or a little bit more to it, and I think there's probably a little bit more to run on this one with De Ligt. Centre-half is obviously the priority for us, and there's two more that we're going to be talking about in a sec. First one is Maguire. Now, Leicester are apparently asking massive money. I'm hoping that's not too loud for everybody that's going through here, because there's loads of drilling going on next door. They're asking for 100 million for their centre-half, and apparently Ed said no. And I think that's fine. I don't think you can value him at 100 million. He's not in that 100 million pound centre-half bracket for me. Very, very good player. Top Premier League player. But really, 100 million, not really feeling that one, to be honest. 60 million, I think, would have been enough to get him, and I think that would have been a fair valuation of him. But 100 million, I'm not really digging that one at all, to be honest with you. The other one that's in the mixer there is Koulibaly. Now, for me, Koulibaly is the top of my list, but Napoli are talking like 130 million for this guy. I can't imagine that we're going to go and jib all of that sort of money on one single player in this window. I think we're going to be looking at a lot more domestic, probably younger players, and I think Maguire, looking at what the club want to bring in versus what he is probably going to be the guy that gets it done. Bruno Fernandes is another one that's been heavily linked with United recently. Apparently we're incapable of doing two deals at the same time. It seems like Lisbon are pushing to sell the guy for around about 75 million. United want to get him for a lot lower than that. I think they might come to terms somewhere in the middle, but it seems like a bit of a flash signing for us, and I'm not sure that we're going down that route this summer. If he can put up anything like the numbers that he's done in the Portuguese league in England for United, you're looking at player of the year, absolute, without shadow of a doubt. And obviously Ole is looking at trying to get this one done. Apparently the reports coming out is that this is the one that Ole has identified as the one that he really wants, which I've got to put a question to you guys. If this is the one that Ole really wants, and this is the guy responsible for all of the chance creation in the football team, where does that leave Paul Pogba? Can Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes play in the same team? Because I've got my doubts on that one. And the last one that came in just as I was about to go live on air was that United are in for Longstaff from Newcastle. Simon Stone's gone with it, and it says United are trying to get him. Now, at 21, he's played about 6 or 8 games or something like that in the Premier League. I've not seen anything in this kid that makes me go, oh yeah. Not like Wan Bissaka, we watched him and was like, oh, yeah, do you know what? Top, possibly the best defensive fullback in the league. Unbelievable footballer. Can see how he's going to progress. Longstaff, I go, he's not played badly, but I don't even think he's played great. I don't think he's played fantastic. I don't really go, yeah, that's definitely the guy that I want United to go and sign. What has he done except play those 6 or 8 games more than Jimmy Garner's done? I would rather we go with Jimmy Garner. If we're going to spend 20, 30 million on this kid, that feels like a waste. If we are going back to United's roots of giving those opportunities to our lads, we're putting someone like Jimmy Garner on the scrap heap before he's even had the chance to prove how good of a footballer he is. So I can't really get behind this for Longstaff, but considering it's not a clickbait name, Simon Stone knows his shit. I would say that there's a very strong chance that this one's actually legit. Alexis Sanchez, been in fantastic form for Chile in the Copa America, but he's been garbage for United and his wages are ridiculous. So I would like to see him moved on. Doesn't look like anyone's willing to pay his wages. Yeah, no shit. We're the only mugs that was willing to do that. Lukaku apparently submitted a formal bid for Lukaku last night. So all of this talks that have been going on, they haven't actually bid for the guy until last night. And what it seems like they've done is they've gone, we'll give you a packet of skips and can we take him on loan? No. If you want the guy, and you clearly do want the guy, you're going to have to pay real money like we did. And I don't think United should be taking a hit on this transfer either. I think we should be getting exactly what we paid for him, and I think that would be completely fair considering what's happened in the market since. Finally, Paul Pogba. United and Real Madrid remain miles apart in their valuation. I don't know exactly what we want. Apart from that, we want more than Real Madrid are willing to prepare to pay. If Maguire is worth 100 million, if Koulibaly is worth 130 million, if some of the valuations that have been getting slung around are legit, then Paul Pogba is worth every bit of it, 150 million for me. Every single bit of that. Every single bit of that. And I don't think United should be strong-armed into selling the guy for anything less than that. This is Real Madrid that you're dealing with, right? This isn't the guy around the corner for his Sunday League team. This is Real Madrid. They've splashed the cash already this summer. If you want Paul Pogba, you're going to have to continue to splash the cash. Big time. So that's what I think on that one. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.